Okay, welcome to my channel Maths with Mahantisa. Children, in the chapter mensuration, we have already read what is cube, cuboid, how to find your lateral surface area, total surface area, etc. of cuboid and cube, and also we have read trapezium, what is the formula for trapezium and how to find area of a trapezium. So today let us discuss few problems on cuboid, cube and trapezium. Okay. Now look at the first question. Suppose there is a question. Find the ratio of surface areas. Find the ratio of surface areas of the new cube obtained to the original. That means what is the ratio of the surface area of the new cube to the original cube if each edge of a cube is doubled? So what does it mean? That means you are given two cubes, you see, suppose this is one cube, look at, I am drawing the figure of a cube. This is one cube suppose given. You are given another cube, you see. So this is another cube. Now, this is the original cube. This is the original cube. We do not know what is the edge of the cube. Suppose the edge of the cube. You know, in a cube all the edges are same because a cube is a three-dimensional solid whose length, breadth and height are equal. Means length, breadth, height. They are called edge. Suppose take the edge by say x. Now, if the edge of this cube is x, what is its surface area? Surface area, it always means total surface area, not lateral. Okay. So you are given this original cube. Suppose the edge of the cube is x. Now whatever is the surface area of this cube. Now the point is, what will happen if we double? If the edge of this cube is doubled, means it becomes 2x. You see, this is the new one. This is the new cube which is obtained by doubling the edge of this cube, original cube. If each edge of a cube is doubled, if each edge of this original cube is doubled, then the edge of the new cube will be 2x. Now the point is, if this is the original cube and this is the cube obtained by doubling the edge, then what will be the ratio of the surface areas of these two? What will be the ratio of the surface area, means total surface area of these two cubes? How to find out? Okay. Now, what will be the process you see? The process is very simple. I hope you understood the question. The question is, if each edge of a cube is double, what will be the ratio of the surface areas of the new cube to the original cube? How to find out? So now you see, suppose let edges, you see edges of original cube. Original cube, it is x. Suppose edge of original cube equal to x. Now if edge of original cube is x, then first we will find the total surface area, TSA. You know what is the formula? It is 6 into L square or x square, where L or x is the edge. It is 6x square. Okay. Now, in the second case, this cube has been obtained by doubling the edge. And what is the edge of the new cube? It is 2x. So what will be if edge of the new cube is 2x, then what will be the surface area of the new cube? Okay. So edge of new cube, you see, edge of new cube, it is 2x. So if edge of new cube is 2x, then what will be the edge of, what will be the total surface area of new cube? The same formula, 6 into edge square. Okay. Now in place of edge, what we will put? We will put 2x whole square. So it will be 24x square. Okay. Now this is the total surface area of the new cube, and this is the total surface area of the original cube. Then what? We have to find the ratio. To find the ratio of the total surface area of the new cube to the original one, what we will do? We will divide 24x square by 6x square. Therefore ratio of surface area, it will be 24x square divided by 6x square, which will be 4:1. Okay. That means if each edge of a cube is doubled, then the surface area will become how many times? 6 times than 4 times. Sorry, 4 times. 4:1. The surface area of the new cube will be 4 times the original one if each edge of the cube is doubled. Children, I hope you understood how to find or what will happen if each edge of a cube is doubled to the surface area of the new cube. Okay. Then let us discuss another question. See, question number 2. In question number 2, you are given a trapezium. Children, you know what is a trapezium? Trapezium is a quadrilateral. Let me draw the figure of a trapezium. See, this is a trapezium. Why it is a trapezium? Suppose name it say ABCD. See, ABCD is a trapezium. Why it is a trapezium? Because it is a quadrilateral having one pair of opposite sides parallel. These two are parallel, these two are non-parallel. Okay. So these are parallel sides means this is the distance between the parallel sides. Suppose E, and you know what is this? This distance between the two parallel lines is called what? It is called the altitude or height. Suppose this is H. Okay. Now in this question, look at what is given. Area of a trapezium. We are given what is the area. You see, area is given say 720 centimeters square. This is a trapezium. AB and DC are parallel. A is the distance between the parallel sides. That is the altitude or height. Okay. Now we are given area of trapezium 720 square centimeter. And what else is given? A ratio of the parallel sides. That means what is the ratio of AB and DC is given. AB is to DC. It is given 2:1. You see, the ratio of the two parallel sides is given. But we are not given what is the length. What are the lengths of the two parallel sides? It is not given. We are given the ratio only. So if the ratio is 2:1, say it is 2x:x. Okay. So take one as 2x, one parallel side as 2x, the other as x, where x is some unknown or variable whose value we do not know and we have to find out in due course of time. Okay. Now, so if AB is, this is AB is to DC, so it will be, this is a x, this parallel side is your 2x. So one parallel side is x, the other is 2x, we do not know what is the length, we have to find. The question is, find the length of the parallel sides. And what is given? Distance between the parallel sides. Which is the distance between the parallel sides? A, it is the altitude, it is given, it is 20 centimeters. The distance between the parallel sides, which is called the altitude or height of trapezium, is given. And what we have to find out? We have to find out the length of these two parallel sides. So in order to find the length of these two parallel sides, children, see what we have to do. We have to find the value of x. Because if x can be found, then only we will get 2x and x, which are the length of the two parallel sides. Now the point is how to get x. How to get x? So what is given? We are given area 720 square centimeter. We are given the ratio of the two parallel sides 2:1, that is 2x:x. Okay, that means AB equal to x, DC equal to 2x. And what else we are given? We are also given the distance between the two parallel sides, that is height. It is given 20 centimeter. Now how to get x? You see, you know what is the formula to find area of a trapezium? What is the formula to find area of a trapezium? You know. The formula is what? Area of trapezium equal to half into h into a plus b. Means half into height or altitude into sum of the parallel sides. The two parallel sides are say small a and small b. If you denote the two parallel sides by the symbol small a and small b, this is the formula to find area of a trapezium. Now you put the value, it is half into 20 into one is x, parallel side, the other is 2x. So it will be how much? It will be 10 into x plus 2x is 3x. It will be 30x. You see. So area of trapezium will be 30x. Okay, but what is the area of trapezium given? It is given 720. Now make the equation. We got by taking the two parallel sides as x and 2x and applying the formula for area of trapezium, that is half h into a plus b or half h into sum of the parallel sides. We got the area 30x square centimeter. Okay. Now, but we are given the area 720. So definitely this 30x will be equal to 720. This will be the equation. And if you solve the equation, you will get the value of x. and if you get the value of x, then only you will be able to find the length of the two parallel sides. So therefore 30x will be equal to 720 according to question. So then x will be how much? X will be 720 by 30. It will be 24. Okay. X is 24 centimeter. See, x 24 means the length of AB is 24. One parallel side is 24. So what will be the other? 2 into 24, that is 48. Therefore, AB will be equal to, you see, AB equal to x, that is 24 centimeter, and DC equal to 2x. It is 2 into 24, that is 48 centimeter. Okay. So the two parallel sides will be of length 24 centimeter and 48 centimeter if the two parallel sides are in the ratio 2:1 and the distance between the parallel sides is 20 centimeter, and if area of the trapezium is what? If area of trapezium is 720 square centimeter, if the two parallel sides are in the ratio 2:1 and if the distance between the parallel sides is 20 centimeter, then the length of the two parallel sides will be 24 cm and 48 cm. Children, I hope you understood how to find the length of the two parallel sides. Okay. Now let me discuss another question. See, question number 3. In question number 3, it is given, it is about cuboid. You see, room, length, breadth and height, H, L, B and H, length, breadth and height of a room. You know room is a cuboid, okay. Now, as it is a cuboid, the three dimensions, that is length, breadth and height, they all are different. Suppose the length, breadth and height of a room, it is given 4.5 meter, 3 meter and 4 meter. What does it mean? It means length is 4.5 meter, breadth is 3 meter and height is 4 meter. If it is so, what is the question? Find the cost of plastering its walls. Yes. As you know, in a room there are 4 walls. There are 4 walls in a room. Suppose you want to plaster all the 4 walls. And you also want to plaster the ceiling. Ceiling means top one, top surface. If you want to plaster the walls and the ceiling at the rate of rupees 8 per square meter, then what will be the cost? What will be the cost of plastering the walls of the room and the ceiling at the rate of rupees 8 per meter square? Okay. In this particular case, you see, in this particular question, as we want to find the cost of plastering the 4 walls and the ceiling, so definitely first we have to find the area of what? All the 4 walls and the ceiling. Then how to do? See, so first you find here in this question, first you find area of 4 walls and ceiling. What will be the area of 4 walls and ceiling? Area of 4 walls, you know the formula, it is equal to the lateral surface area, which is, what is the formula? It is 2h into L plus B. That means perimeter into height, that is the lateral surface area. Then area of ceiling. Area of ceiling will be length into breadth, L into B. So this is to be added with the area of 4 walls. Now you put the value 2 into, what is the value of H? 4 into L is 4.5 plus B is 3 plus L is your 4.5 and B is again 3. Now this will be equal to, you see, this will be equal to 2 into 4 is 8. 8 into 4.5 plus 3 is 7. 4.5 plus 3 is 7.5. 2 into 4 is 8 plus this will be how much? 3 5 multiply 45 into 3, it will be 13.5. 13.5. Now this is 8 into 7.5. It is 8 5 is 44. 60. 60.0 plus 13.5. This will be 73.5 meters square. See, this will be 73.5 meters square. That means this much area is to be plastered. By plastering the 4 walls and the ceiling, one has to plaster this much area, that is 73.5 meter square area. Okay. Now what is the cost of 1 meter square? It is given 8 rupees. Then what will be the cost of this? You have to multiply 8 by this. Okay. Now what will be our next step? The next step will be to find the cost of plastering. Therefore, cost of plastering. How much area you will plaster? You will plaster an area equal to 73.5. Plastering 73.5 meter square area at rupees how much? 8 per meter square. That means cost of plastering 1 meter square is 8 rupees. So what will be the cost of plastering this? Definitely this area must be multiplied by 8. So it will be 73.5 into 8. So multiply 8 5 is 40. Carry 4, 8 3 is 24 plus 4 28. 2, it will be 58. You see. See. What will be the cost of plastering the 4 walls and the what will be the cost of plastering the 4 walls and the ceiling? It will be just rupees 588 at the rate of rupees 8 per meter square, where the area to be plastered is 73.5 meter square. Children, I hope whatever 3 problems I discussed in this particular class you must have understood. If at all it is true, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Okay, so we shall discuss more questions in the next class. Thank you.